So hi, welcome back to the Owners Podcast. My name is Glory, and today we are going to be covering, reviewing, talking about Ice Nine Kills' 2015 record, Every Trick in the Book. Now, I feel like this record is a very pivotal moment for the band. This record is the first of 4 records that starts the journey and the era of Ice Nine Kills where they are exploring horror, fiction, non-fiction, where they're starting to write songs about books, movies, poems, stories, folk tales, etc., etc. So this is a very big moment for Ice Nine Kills. All the last records maybe touched on little concepts or were just fucking rock songs, metalcore songs, where they were just doing shit and he was just writing about whatever. But now we're finally getting into the meat and potatoes of their discography. I'm very excited. I only have 2 key points for this record. I feel like last time, maybe I only had like 3 or 4. It felt like I was talking a lot in the beginning, but we're gonna make this quick. The vocals on this record are absolutely insane. I say that every single review, but damn, he just keeps getting better. But this time, it's not just Spencer's vocals, but it is the screaming vocals on this record. This feels like the heaviest Ink has been. Safe is Just a Shadow, I would say, is also kind of up there for the heavier bits. But even then, it has a lot more pop-punk influence. It has some weird moments that I feel like disqualifies it from this. This record is the heaviest so far. It gets heavier. I'm excited to tackle that in the next coming records, so stay tuned. For this one, it's different than the last one because it feels like the guitars have taken a step back. It's almost like they heard me and they were like, oh, the guitars are taking up the show, the guitars are taking the spotlight, take a step back. You know, we're gonna cool it a little bit, you know? I feel like they still did have a lot of moments. There were definitely a lot of guitar solos on this record, but I miss how playful they were in the last one. I miss just how they felt very front and center. With this one, it feels like a supporting act now. Kicking it off with The Nature of the Beast, the opening track. Cornball alert! They got it out of the way quick. Thankfully, this is like the only corny song off the record, which I can't say is going to be a running theme with them only having one cornball track. They kind of lean into it a little bit with these next 2 records, but it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna come back. We're gonna come back. Actually, it doesn't look like we're coming back because their last 2 singles were incredibly corny. We're gonna get there when we get there. It's okay. It's okay. I love this band. As I've said before, I love them because they are corny. It doesn't feel like they're leaning away from it. It feels like they're leaning into it. They are okay with being the corny, theatrical, dorky kids, and I love it so much. This song specifically is incredibly theatrical. It feels like the curtain's opening up, the show has just begun. It is made to be an opener. I wish I interviewed them way back when this happened. Granted, I was probably 13 when this album dropped. I started interviewing bands at 14, so I guess I needed that year, but even then, that year was not good. I didn't do many good interviews back then, so I was 14. Give me a fucking break, okay? Give me a break. It's fine. Because I would love to know if this song was specifically written to be an opener. We'll see. I'm sure he covered that in an interview fucking 7 years ago, but, you know, whatever. This song reminds me of Funeral Derangements, which is a track off their 2021 record, Welcome to Horrorwood. I really enjoyed that, and I love the strings and the drum line on this song a lot. They get really orchestral, very, like, full send theatrics on this one, which I think is so fun, and I'm very excited, because that is also reflected on the rest of the record. A lot of strings, a lot of orchestral moments, a lot of theatrics. They had fun with this shit, and I'm excited. Also, this song was written after Animal Farm. If that means anything to anyone. I've never seen it, I've never read it, but that's what it is. We'll see. The second track, Communication of the Cursed. I've heard this song live at least like 3 times, right? It feels like it's been 3 times. I've seen Ice Nine Kills at least like 9. So you guys can wrap it up already. All I have to say, I fucking love this track. I love it live. It was a different experience hearing this track live for the first time than it was for hearing the other track that I mentioned maybe like 2 reviews ago. It's because that one sounded messy. It sounded just cluttered, and I couldn't understand anything anyone was saying. But with this song, even though I didn't know the lyrics, it still sounded very put together. It sounded like a matured version of Ice Nine Kills that fit into their current discography. So I enjoyed it live. I love the vocals on this one. The back and forth of the screams is really good. I love that type of ear candy shit where it flips from ear to ear, and then Spencer's clean vocals interjecting every so often. Ugh, this is incredible. This shit fucks. Not song that this is based after, the movie / book that this is based after is The Exorcist. It's pretty fucking, it's like, you could tell. You know, you're listening to it, you get that vibe. The third track, Bloodbath and Beyond, I should love this song. I feel like they did everything right on this track. There are moments that I listen to this song and I catch myself going, damn, this is good. And then I click it again to listen to it, you know, put it on loop a little bit. But that intro gives me such a fucking ick, bro. It is such a gross, like, really? That's what we're gonna do? Like, that's the move that we're making with this intro? That's like, that could have been cut. And it would have been phenomenal. But that intro ruins this shit for me. It's fine, we move. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. But this song gives me Christmas vibes. Anyone else feeling that? It's whatever. This track is based off of Dracula, the book, movie, whatever you want to call it. I feel like every fucking book ever has been adapted into a movie, so I can say that this is technically maybe their first album where they are doing movies, but this is every trick in the book, so it's based off of, you know, books and poems, etc., etc. After that comes The Plot Sickens. Unfortunately, this song feels like a nothing sandwich, which sucks because so far they've been on a run. Each track so far, corny or not, bad intro or not, has always had just like a big moment, some redemption that makes me go, yeah, this band is still that band. You know, they earned their title for a reason, they earned their place for a reason. This one's just, okay, it's forgettable. I'm gonna be honest, could not tell you. I know this is someone's favorite song out there. Maybe try again. Maybe try listening to different songs, you know? I'm sorry. The chorus is nice. I like how it opens up, but I feel like it loses my attention and steam of the song very quickly, and that fucking sucks, because again, this record is so good, so much potential. This feels like a missed opportunity, missed potential. I love the guitar solo, but that's really the only noticeable thing. And also, this guitar solo and the chorus of this song remind me of Black Veil Brides. Now, Black Veil Brides was doing something different around this time, but it's kind of like current era Black Veil Brides that I'm getting from this song. I don't know. I liked it, but it was kind of a nothing sandwich. And I like Black Veil Brides. I like their newer stuff. I did review their entire discography. It wasn't the nicest thing. It's definitely not the nicest material that I've had to say on the internet, but it's there if you'd like to listen to it. If you like Black Veil Brides, if you like their entire discography, probably don't watch it, because I'm probably going to make you a little mad. This song is based off of Alive, the story of the Andes survivors. Yes. The next track after that is Star-Crossed Enemies. I'm just going to cut to it. This is based off of Romeo and Juliet. I knew that going into it, and I was very excited because, me personally, I fucking love that story. I think Romeo and Juliet's cool as fuck. Granted, I say that. I'm a fake Romeo and Juliet fan. I'm a fake Shakespeare fan. I've never read it. I've never watched any reenactments of it. Obviously, I've never watched the real thing, because that shit was... kind of missed that, right? That was kind of before my time, just a little bit before my time. But it's like, I like the concept of it. I like the idea of it, you know, we're going out together. If not one of us, both of us, you know? It's not one of us, it's both of us type shit. You know, I fuck with that. I like that. So I was very excited going into this track. This is a lower energy track. I would say it is probably the second slowest track. Hey, baby, can I call you back in, like, 10 minutes? Mm-hmm. This is definitely one of the slower tracks off the record. It's not necessarily an acoustic track by any means. It's just lower energy. And I like that. It's just itching to get heavier. It's like, commit to something, you know? But it's fine. I like it, and I think it fits the topic. It is the rock ballad off of this album, and I really like that. The lyrics are very poetic, theatrical. I know that shit was intentional. They made that a point to make it very theatrical because it's fucking Romeo and Juliet. You know, like, you have to. If they made it a fucking metal crazy track, I'd be a little, I'm sure it would fuck. I'm sure it would be incredible. But I would still be like, I wish they did a theatrical little track. So it's like they heard my complaint already, way back when, before I even knew that this band existed, and fulfilled it before they shut me up, basically. Thank you for that. The guitars on this track, standout track with the guitars, make it feel like it is a, like, sit on your bed in the dark with headphones on type of track. It is like one of those experience tracks where you just have to kind of lose yourself in the song, and I fucking love it. Coming up after that is Me, Myself, and Hyde. This is another song that I've seen live, I think only like once or twice. And I feel like a spoiled brat when I say this shit about these older tracks because I know there are fans that are like, you fucking bitch, you don't deserve to see that shit live. But who saw it live? I'm sorry, guys. You guys probably should have seen it live before me because I didn't know this song. I was a fake fan. This is my first time listening to this album in full. And I've been listening to them for 5 years. It's not my proudest moment. It's fine. This song has a slow start, and the build-up absolutely demolishes you. Past the first verse. So you get past the first verse and it feels like a completely different song. It switches and then it keeps kind of like sliding back and forth between the two little dynamics. I really liked that. The chugs are insane. I love the woozy part halfway through. Really good song. A lot of textures, lots of ear candy. It kept my attention throughout the entire thing, and I missed it once it left. I was very sad that that song ended. Not that it was on the shorter end or it was too long. It's just like, damn, I could have listened to that a couple more times and I would have been fine with it. This one has an announcement, a kind of like spoken word part that walks you into the breakdown, and I think that shit is so cool. They do that a couple times on this record where they're starting to talk on songs, and that is very exciting. Oh, I like when they do that because that is a theme, a running theme throughout the rest of their discography. They start talking a lot more in their songs. I mean, do you like Einstein Kills? Not really. Like, that's like the big thing from the most recent record, is that leading into the breakdown. I think it's fun. I think it's cute. I love it. The breakdown on this track has strings. I like this band. I like it a lot. The book that this is based off of is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and I think they nailed that shit perfectly. Coming up after that is Alice. I like the guitar kind of creeping up, or creeping down, I guess. I don't play guitar. I like the guitar creeping. I'm talking like I fucking know this instrument. We go way back. We don't. Never met him. This one feels also very radio rock, very friendly, very similar to, The Plot Thickens, where it's just kind of like, it feels a little phoned in. Kind of weird on this record in between all the other heavier songs. I think it's fine, period. This is written after Go Ask Alex. Then right after that is The People in the Attic. I got this song mixed up with The People Under the Stairs, or The People Living Under the Stairs off of, I believe it's Safe is Just a Shadow is what that track is on. I thought that track off of Safe is Just a Shadow was written after Anne Frank's diary, or the Diary of Anne Frank, but this is the song. So I was talking out of my ass back then. I was confused. I'm just a girl. This is a heavy song. I love how it starts. The chorus is very emotional, and it slows it down a bit while still keeping the tempo, and it doesn't, like, stagger the song at all. It keeps that shit going, and I love it. I love the picture it paints. It definitely brings you back. It puts you in the perspective of the protagonist, and I think that's awesome. I love the guitar solo. I really miss the guitars being the main focus, but again, I'll take my guitar solos. You gotta pick the battles, you know? You gotta pick your battles. After that is Testimony. This is a slow... Basically, this is the acoustic track. It is a piano-based song. This really focuses on Spencer's clean vocals, and it builds up as the song goes. It feels like things are just being added on as you're listening to the song, and it becomes a completely different product by the end of it. It has a bunch of orchestral elements in the background, very theatrical, play-by-play type shit, and I love it. It's beautiful, it's gorgeous, and it reminds me of Miserable at Best and Remembering Sunday. Miserable at Best by Mayday Parade, Remembering Sunday by All Time Low. It reminds me kind of those very powerful but slow building tracks, and I think that's awesome. This song is based off of Tess of the D'Urbervilles? D'Urbervilles? Choose your story. Hell in the Hallways is the closing track. I love the buried, echoey intro with the plucking guitars leading into the breakdown with the chugging guitars. I think that's fucking awesome. I think it's a great closer. Chorus is catchy. It's exactly what Ice Nine Kills is to me. It checks all the boxes of Ink. This is another track where they've explored kind of the talking points, the talking bits and pieces in the song, and I think that's really cool. I love this breakdown and how effortlessly it kind of glides into the chorus. It's incredible. I feel like I'm just dick riding, but it's like this album is genuinely, it is one of their best. It's one of their best. I'm sorry. The thing is, I am upset with this song because the track just fades out. This is the closer of a very powerful, strong album, and with this song it just kind of fucking ends. It just literally, it's like they grabbed the audio track and they just dragged a little bit, so all the audio just kind of faded out. There was no big ending, in my opinion. It just kind of faded out in the chorus, and it was weird. I didn't like that. All that to say, still thought it was a great closer. Really enjoyed this record. This is Ice Nine Kills 2025 record, Every Trick in the Book. This has been my review. You can follow me on Instagram. It is Good Noise Podcast. You can follow me on Facebook. It's Good Noise Podcast. You can follow the podcast everywhere on all audio streaming platforms. It's Good Noise Podcast. Do you see the theme? Everything else under the sun is Good Noise Podcast. If you look it up, I'm there. Go check it out. And please tune in next week for the next installation of the Ice Nine Kills review. All right. Well, I've been Glory from the Good Noise Podcast. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.